Please welcome Adil and Bilall, Jerry Bruckheimer. And last but not least, for the first time together in Germany, please welcome the bad boys, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith.
First time. Hello, yes.
Hello.
What's up, Germany? Guten Morgen.
To be honest, what the fuck took you guys so long to get back together and come to Germany and present this movie?
Well, to Will's credit, he wouldn't do the movie until it was right. So he kept calling me saying, I think we got something, I think we got something. Then I wouldn't hear from him for about 3 months. And he said, I think we got something, I think we got something. Then I wouldn't hear from him for about 6 months. And it kept going on and on. Then finally, when they got the script right, he called me and said, I think we got it right. And now we're here.
And this was like our baby. Like, this was the movie that really launched both of us. And it had to be right. It had to be a movie that was worthy of coming back to it by itself, not just, hey, wouldn't it be cool to make a third one? And, you know, and I wanted to do something that was great, and I wanted to take a shot at making the best of the 3 movies. Defy nature, yeah.
Well, exercise.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, you know, I just feel like I'm feeling all of my 50 years old.
I feel all of 54.
You know, for us, there was like, when, you know, we came into this movie and I was like, I'm doing all my stunts. You know, I don't need no stunt man, just whatever it is. Tom Cruise can do all his stunts. I can do all my stunts. And we had about 3 days of that. We had about 3 days, and we had a scene.
Calling the subs.
Calling the subs. I was like, hey, you think we should use our stuntman for this one? And it was, you know, it was really a lot tougher than I imagined. It's a whole lot easier doing a fight scene and trying to fall out of a window and all of that kind of stuff at 25 than it is at 50. Thank God for special effects. Yeah, you know, it was funny in the first movie, I almost killed Martin. In the car on the first movie.
Almost lost it.
Yeah, in this one we were a little it was a little bit more safer.
Yes.
There was the motorcycle, I think, was the one in this movie more than the car stuff. It was the motorcycle stuff where there were a couple little tricky moments on the motorcycle, but these guys are very safe. Safety is really critical and really important.
And we wanted this movie to be an homage to those action movies of the 90s, the Michael Bay movies, also the Tony Scott movies to a certain extent. And that flavor, it's something that's super cool and that we have not seen in a long time. You see a lot of superhero movies of very extravagant stuff, but stuff that is really grounded and close to the characters. That is something that's fresh again.
That you guys are also gonna make another huge Jerry Bruckheimer movie, which is Beverly Hills Cop 4. Is that right?
Well, Sie müssen die Boss fragen.
Are they going to make it?
We want him to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We ready. You know.
So this is stated right now. Yeah. Okay.
The pressure is unbelievable. That's one thing. But yeah, we had stress from day one.
Yeah. we're just 2 punks from aus Belgium, so we're not the big stars like them, and they made those movies. So it was really a challenge, but at the same time they chose us for a reason. And we bring something to the table. We're also fans of those movies, so we were the luckiest fanboys ever to be able to work with them and to make that movie. And also you got them 3 that are so experienced, that are really filmmakers. So we have them with us on the team just made us very comfortable and confident that we could all together make this movie on the same level as the first ones.
When Adil and Bilall came in, that was something that Jerry and I talked about really early. It's just how the perspective shift, Belgium by way of Morocco, you know, and they were like 9 or 10 years old, you know, when the first movies came out. So it was such a beautiful breath of fresh air to see the franchise from different eyes. So they were able to handle the paying homage to the originals, but also to come from a completely new, completely unique perspective.
In their words, take it to another level.
Take it to another level. There you go.
I think from my perspective, the fact that their movie was so well made and the performances were so good, and when you put Martin and Will together and you turn a camera on, it's magic no matter what. So I knew they would be fantastic. But also, they were such fans of these types of movies, and they grew up on them. And we felt that they would bring something really special because they come from a whole, as Will said, a whole different mindset coming from Europe. So they see things totally differently than an American director would. And for us, we were thrilled with the outcome. They did an amazing job.
Working with Michael Bay and these directors, they don't yell as much.
Yes, right, exactly. Yes. Yes, no one ever said to us, you see that fucking big orange thing? You see that big orange thing? When that goes down, you're screwed.
But it was a joy working with these guys, man.
Yeah.
They show love every day. They showed everybody the same kind of affection and just attention. It was just beautiful to be on the set, and the environment they made real comfortable for us.
Yeah, and it was really great. It's like you have two parents that have really unique points of view. And if you want to go out on the weekend, and you know which parent to ask, right? So,
That's how you did it.
Yeah, you just kind of figured out. You're like, oh, okay, Bilall kind of likes it bigger and more exciting, and Adil is always saying no. So you say, hey, Bilall, I got this idea, man. You just figure out which parent.
You were playing us.
Which parent's gonna like the idea you have.
Pretty much.
That they're honest. That they're honest to each other. Yeah. They're real to each other, and they will do anything for each other. That's what I love about them.
Yeah, that's really at the center of Bad Boys is, that idea, we ride together, we die together. It's like perfect friendship. And it doesn't have to be gentle, and it doesn't have to be calm, it doesn't have to be sweet, but what it is rock solid. We ride together, we die together, Bad Boys for life. And I think that as humans, everybody is seeking that kind of friendship. Everybody is seeking that kind of relationship. Somebody who sees your life as valuable as their own life, and even more valuable sometimes.
Well, I think that we always approach, even though it's a sequel, we assume that the audience hasn't seen the first two. So we right away have to layer the characters based on the first two. So right away, we give you information that you already heard in the first, or seen in the first two movies. That's really important to us. So this is a standalone film, whether you've seen Bad Boys 1 or 2.
I feel like the I Am Legend series, even though there was two endings. There was the DVD ending where my character lived, and then in the theatrical he died. So it's hard to make a sequel when he dies.
We've done it.
We've done it. I know. But yeah, I felt that was the one series that I felt like there was a whole lot more I wanted to do around that. And Hancock, I felt like Hancock was there's a whole world of others and things in Hancock that I felt was a lot of meat left on the bone. And Bad Boys 4.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and Bad Boys. Sorry. He's looking at me like.
We're looking at you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. And Bad Boys. Sorry. I think Bad Boys
what up?
as a series is really incomplete and needs more films. Sorry, Adil.
It's okay.
Best thing about the 90s.
The music.
Now that's true. Yeah, the music was crazy. And that's another thing you guys did a really good job with. It's like the current music in Bad Boys, but still keeping that flavor and grabbing the artists that understand that time and understand that flavor to keep it modern, but not to feel totally out of place in the flavor of the
Like
the
old
Bad
school
Boys.
and new school.
That old school,
Yeah.
new school fusion.
Well, for me, I just had to be ready. When they call, you got to be ready, and Will called. So I was a little nervous. I didn't know if our chemistry was going to be the same after all those years. And once we got on set and we did the first scene, it was like magic. It was like we never left. It was like riding a bike, you know. And we want the best, so we both just went for it. It's fun sparring with Will. It's like like two boxers that are sparring each other, and we just have good sparring matches.
Yeah, I think we have great chemistry in being able to go back and forth and balance the scenes. When in the first movie, we were both coming off of our TV shows, and we were both well known as comedians. And so when there's two comedians in the scene, somebody has to surrender the joke to the other, or it gets to be too much. And you know, I was terrified when we were working, and I was telling Michael's like, Martin's getting all the freaking jokes, you know. And Michael's like, dude, relax, you know, just balance the scene, you know. And I was like, no, I'm funny too. You know, but you know, in those moments, I learned a lot about balancing those scenes, and in this movie, I think that our chemistry is even better than it's ever been. It's like the tuning of the drama and the comedy is really spectacular. I love working with Martin because of that. You know, I love being able to stand in a scene next to him. It takes so much pressure off, because I know as soon as the ball gets anywhere near him, he's hitting it out of the park, you know? So it's like you go into the scene and knowing you already won. Yeah.
The last question.
I'm funny too, though. I'm funny.
Well, we do a TV series called LA's Finest, which takes off on these two characters, and they're both women. So we brought it to television and streaming.
It hasn't been syndicated yet, too.
No, it hasn't made it here yet, but I'm sure it will.
Thank you so much, Adil, Martin, Will, Jerry, and Bilall, and have a great premiere tonight, and all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you.